Hi everyone, today I am going to summarize a movie for you. The film starts with, "It feels like we're in the model business, with the busy streets of a megalopolis, glitzy photo shoots, and ads with famous women. A group of people who look like their heroes talk about their social lives. Their main goal is to get even closer to how beautiful they are." There is a voiceover in the background that sounds like the main character in the movie, a top model called Lilico. We can tell from what she said that she is very sad, even though she is the town beauty queen. She is tired of the buzzing lights and the sound of the cameras clicking. Additionally, she really hopes that this will end soon. Someone looks Lilico up on the internet and enjoys looking at her pictures. Somebody working on a case in their office is shown. He tells his helper that any kind of fame is like having a disease after looking at her pictures. The helper, in turn, asks if there is any new information about that center. They started working on bribes for lawmakers after avoiding paying taxes, according to the investigator. Also, the trade in drugs and the parts of children. For now, the helper is looking at the pictures of the women who have been cut up. The lawyer is sure that guys like Lilico only like girls like her to see how she goes away later. Lilico is this time in her fancy flat, looking at herself in a mirror in a selfish way. During a news meeting, she acts properly and talks about filming her first movie. Lilico starts crying as soon as she leaves the screen, to be on the cover of a magazine with her co-worker. She snaps at her shy helper Hada about everything. It's too hot in a dress, either there is room or the water is sparkling. In addition, she throws up the water in her face if it's too cold. No matter what, the service staff puts up with Lilico's rude and selfish behavior and tries to make her happy. With a big bouquet, her boyfriend walks into the changing room out of the blue. They have sex right in the changing room after the staff leaves. Not only does Lilico constantly make Hada feel bad, she also has to deal with her slightly childish boyfriend. They live together in a small, simple house. Doing housework is her job. Takes care of her boyfriend's sexual needs while she cooks for him. Lilico makes a big company happy in the meantime. He tells her that he will give her all the magazine covers if she has sex with him. In the bath, Lilico is talking on the phone with a woman she calls Mother. That which is called Mother is like Lilico's main support, so she tells her what to do all the time. When Lilico gets home, she takes off her clothes, lights a cigarette, sees herself in the mirror again, and smiles. Her fringe are changed when she sees, for the first time, she sees a black spot on her scalp and screams in fear. A makeup artist tells Lilico's mother about the strange spots on her face. Mother responds quietly and says it's all because of facial surgery. She said that almost everything about Lilico's look is a fake that is very old. Mommy gave the makeup artist a pricey ruby ring as a reward for keeping Lilico's secrets and being loyal to her. Lilico is comforted by the doctor at the clinic, who says he will fix everything. Suddenly, the screaming of a woman who says the doctor is disfiguring her can be heard. Lilico sees that the woman has a lot of hematomas and bruises while they are trying to calm her down. The doctor talks badly about the crazy woman and says that the beauty needs that it be renewed every year. Lots of money is needed to do this. Furthermore, to make a lot of money, individuals must look for work. It's not true that the woman has done this. As the mother asks the doctor to Lilico, gives her something stronger and a medicine. Investigators take a close look at a computer screen and the body of another model who, this person died because of the clinic. They think that this medical center uses organs that aren't allowed. For their operation, they need skin, muscles, and bones. But the patients have to live on drugs throughout their whole lives. Everything that's happening is because of greed and the need to be famous. Lilico is still taking part in all the picture shoots that are possible. She continues to get TV shows, talks, and other perks that come with being famous. As usual, her helper Hada drops her off at home. Once you got home, Lilico looks again and sees the black spots. She laughs so hard she can't breathe. Nevertheless, Lilico is drunk. To take her mind off of things, she chooses to flirt with her helper, which makes her want to try being a lesbian. At the same time, a girl named Chiharu goes to the mother and says she wants to see Lilico, her sister. Lilico shows her tailor an expensive ring the next day to show how happy she is. After reading her sister's message, she fell to the floor in tears a moment later. In it says that their whole family went to Tokyo but missed her. On hand. It's also too bad that Lilico's boss wouldn't give them her phone number. The sister brags that she was able to write it down without anyone knowing. Outside of town, Lilico meets up with her sister without anyone knowing. To be honest, the sister is glad to see Lilico, admiring all she has done. Lilico then tells her sister to improve herself and make changes. Her look, lose weight, and then she will also be successful. The sister is mad that Lilico is stronger than she is, although Lilico says that her beauty is what made her strong. Lilico has another facelift surgery at the center. She looks nervous, but the doctor reminds her of treatments that were more painful. She said that no one wanted to work with Lilico when she got there for the first time. She was horrible. She turned out to be a lucky piece of meat, which is who she is now. Lucky for us, the angry doctor is just a part of her mind that was made worse by the drugs. Again, Lilico is ready for new tasks after taking a break. She shines on a Broadway. As she goes up on stage, people cheer for her and take pictures of her. When people ask Lilico how she stays so beautiful, she always gives the same answer. We are talking about meals and yoga. When the prosecutor sees her on TV, his helper says that Lilico got under his epidermis. The prosecution says this is just a normal business interest because he works with Lilico came up with the word halter-skelter, which means total chaos. His words were that they need to meet because she is their negotiating chip in this mess. Lilico is about to eat a snack when the mother walks in and blames her. Excessive eating. Lilico then says that the mother doesn't send her family enough money. The mother says that Lilico's wants waste most of the money. On top of that, she needs to return the things she gave her. Also, the mother tells Lilico that she should be thankful for her because she was nothing before. Suddenly, a secretary walks in and starts giving Kozue is a young and beautiful model that everyone is crazy about. Although she is only 18, she has already become a new youth hero. Lilico is angry and envious of Kozue because she sees her possible alternative. These days they jump, hug, and smile at each other during the picture shoots. But Lilico is not happy about her new friend because it means she is losing her star position. Immediately in front of her, fans quickly change their tastes, and now everyone wants to look like Kozue. In contrast, Lilico takes sedatives and slowly steps back. Lilico is crying so hard that she runs around a roof, and the stylist and her helper are following her. Standing right on the edge, Lilico screams and asks who found Kozue. Now that no one needs her, she doesn't want to do anything. Once I got there on time to help, the mother lets down her guard and gives her a sedative injection without her noticing. Liko is talking on the phone with her boyfriend the next day, who quietly asked the daughter of a leader to marry him. This is why the guy is right, saying that they probably wouldn't get along, but he needs a good situation. Marital relationship. Now Lilico is lying on the toilet floor next to a bunch of pills that are all over the place. Hada lets her man know that Lilico is very sad. Then Lilico shows up at their flat out of the blue. She makes sexual advances towards her. Boyfriend all of a sudden starts having sex with him in front of the shocked helper. Lilico tells Hada's boyfriend to plan an attack on the politician's daughter, who her boyfriend later chose to marry. He explodes acid in her face and runs away from the crime scene with Hada. After that, Lilico threatens to tell everyone what happened as a way to get what she wants. Then she tells him she was kidding and that they will keep the secret. She then just makes them sex in front of her. The stylist sees Lilico's big black spots while she is putting on her makeup, around the back of the head. In the end, he tells his mother about this. But it doesn't surprise her too much, mentioning that her job is almost over. Girlfriend Lilico is back with her boyfriend. She questions the girl with the scars in a sarcastic way. The man tells her that he has only ever loved her. The lawyer talks with his assistant about the investigation's other facts. They also say it's time to meet a certain Tiger Lily, which is Lilico's stage name. While this is going on, Lilico is filming a movie in a big tank in the basement. Prosecutor comes to see her. He gives Lilico his card and calls her the Tiger Lily during the meeting. He asks her about the clinic, but Lilico tells him he's wrong and refuses to call her that. The lawyer gives you an envelope with proof of the case, talking about the center and asking for help to save other women from falling off this cliff. Lilico goes through the prosecutor's horrible papers when she gets home. She suddenly feels scared. She tries to fight off with drugs during an attack. After that, Lilico sees one more ad, pointing the knife at Kozue and telling Haid to make her look ugly by cutting her. In front of a camera and people, Lilico starts to seriously fantasize. Before the killing, after getting high in the bathroom, and she did all of that during a show for her birthday. Lilico flips her cake over. He or she falls to the floor and tries to fight off the studio props that have come to life. At the same time, Hada follows Kozue and meets her in a remote area. He digs out a knife to do what Lilico told him to do. However, Kozue acts quietly. She told Hada that she wasn't against what would happen. As Kozue sees it, her whole life is fake and it doesn't even belong to her. Hada is surprised that she doesn't have the guts to do it. Lilico screams and beats Hada when she finds out she didn't do what she said. Has to go outside in the heavy rain. Her pills fall on the wet road and she eats them right there. The rain drops. She starts seeing things and yelling again all over the street. In Lilico's flat, Hada finds the clinic supplies, the letters in an envelope and putting it in the mailbox. The reporters go straight to Lilico's house and ask her about the clinic and what it does. Nefarious activities. Lilico seems to enjoy being the center of attention, though, since she is it again. Lilico's fans are very interested in talking about her beauty surgeries. She's back in style. Lilico seems to be helpless, though. Her whole brain is filled with her body is covered in black spots. She has dreams, and her hair falls out in bunches. For now, the lawyer is being held off the case by his or her bosses because of the leaking facts to the public. But he says he won't give up. Lilico is pretty again, and in her mind she has another made-up meeting, in a theater that was empty with the lawyer. She informs him that she is ending everything, but the lawyer tells Lilico that no one will value her sacrifice, so she doesn't do it. And she goes in front of a full room of reporters to talk about what happened before. There are many mics in front of her, and the sound of the flashlights never stops. There is silence in the room. Lilico gets up, pulls out a knife, and stabs herself in the eye. The reporters start taking pictures again after a short, awkward pause. When Lilico hits the ground, the made-up red feathers cover her. In a questioning room, all of Lilico's friends and acquaintances say, and the fans talk excitedly about different ideas, saying that there, instead of Lilico, it must have been computer images, and she may still be living. As the lawyer and his helper walk around the city, they come across Pretty Girl who thanks him for everything and asks him to come over. It turns out to be Lilico's straightforward sister. He tells his helper that she is now also known as the Tiger Lily. The clinic has already hurt 159 people. 9 of them have suicided. There was even one that got lost. Lilico was that person. He said that she is the only one who will always be famous. As they look around, they see an ad for the book The Legend of Lilico will be out soon. Kozue has taken Lilico's place since then. She's now the headliner. Following another picture shoot, she and her friends choose to visit a club with a shady image. Kozue sees Hada in the club by chance and tells her to follow her. Kozue is shocked to see Lilico when she walks into a VIP area, being truly living but only having one eye. She has on a tiara and is sitting on a chair, beaming. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on the notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.